Hello, traders, and welcome to the market opening preview Friday, August 26th, 2016. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, please come visit our website at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, great to be with you. Sunny, hot day here in Thailand. Early in the morning, absolutely gorgeous today, and it looks like it's going to be another cooker. It was quite hot yesterday, I have to tell you. Traders, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday, and I'm your moderator for the Market Opening Preview Series every single trading day before the London Open. I do record this during the Asia session. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006, and in 2008 I retired from a wonderful 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. 9 days later, I got on the big bird and came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday to celebrate my retirement. Well, traders, I'm in my 9th year, and I'm still here in Asia and absolutely loving it. I love trading the markets. I love the time zone that we're in. I can basically trade Asia, London, and about the first 2 hours of the U.S. session. Now, I do not trade Forex in the U.S. session. I trade options. So, keeps me kind of busy. But it's a long day, but it's a fun day. I'm not glued to my computers. Thank goodness for modern technology. However, what kind of trader am I? Well, I'm basically a pullback trader. I like a currency pair to make a move and then pull back, give me a nice price, and then we can take the trade, preferably in the trend. I don't counter trend trade very often, traders. I do use fundamentals. I know what's going on around the globe. I know what news is coming out. I know what data is coming out, and you just have to be aware about fundamentals. You don't have to trade the news, but you need to be aware of the news. It's just so important in our trading today. So what I do is I take my technicals, looking at candlestick patterns and support, resistance, and price levels, and of course, price structure and price failure, and I put together a trade plan. After I put together a trade plan, once that's enacted, it's pretty easy. I'm just waiting for price to come to me, and then we'll take our trade. My thought on trading is trade a lot and trade small, right? You got to be in the market. You have to be involved. You got to be in the market to be successful, right? All right, that's enough about me. Let's get the legal stuff out of the way. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex or any other market. Traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's head over to the news and the commentary. Let's take a look at the markets, how they close. Seeing a lot of red. The Dow 30 was negative 0.16%. The S&P 500 was negative 0.14%. And the NASDAQ was negative 0.11%, with the small cap 2000 positive 0.23%. Let's head on over to the Eurozone and let's take a look at the DAX. The DAX closed negative 0.86%. The FTSE 100 closed negative 0.28%. And the CAC 40 closed negative 0.65%. And the Euro Stoxx 50 closed negative 0.69%. Heading on over to Asia, some of our countries aren't open yet. They'll be totally open in about 15 minutes. The Nikkei 225, however, is currently trading at its negative 0.99%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is negative 0.14%. The China A50 closed yesterday negative 0.37%. And the Hang Seng out of Hong Kong closed positive yesterday, just barely at 0.03%. The Kospi, however, is trading, and they are negative 0.63% currently, and they are trading right now. All right, traders, let's take a look at our economic calendar. I think the biggest news event for the weekend and today is Jackson Hole Symposium is today. Well, hopefully we'll get some direction of what the Fed is going to do or what they're looking at or some kind of an idea of what's happening. So we'll be paying attention to that. I think it's 10 or 10:30 Eastern Standard Time on a Friday morning that Fed Chairman Yellen is speaking. We do have some other data. We have a lot of medium impact data, but we do have a couple of high impact. One is Great British Pound had its GDP year on year for quarter two. The Great British, and then has GDP Q on Q for Q2. Also, at the same time that comes out, that's about 90 minutes into the London session. And then in the U.S. section, of course, we have the Jackson Hole Symposium, and we have great GDP quarter on quarter for Q2 out of the U.S. today. That data will be coming out. Now, we do have Michigan consumer sentiment and consumer expectations today. Those are medium impact news events, but they are market movers. And it is 10 a.m. that Fed Chair Yellen speaks. And I'm pretty sure the market's going to be very slow today. Everybody is just waiting for her to make her statements and see where they're going from there. So I expect it to be quite a slow trading day as we head into our weekend break. Let's take a look at some charts, my friends. Commentary is, I really don't have much to say other than it's going to be a very slow day today, and just keep on it, right? And see if we can get some trades in. Let's take a look at the euro dollar, and this is a perfect example. This is yesterday's chart, and you can see price action has not done anything. It is really congested here. We're just looking for a sell trade here. The problem is we got a lot of support. You got all your EMAs tangled in each other. It's just not a nice looking chart. You really want to see this come back up to that R3. Look at how closed our pivots are, right? Look at how closed they are. That's because there was no price action, right? So not real healthy looking chart, in my opinion. There's no angle and separation in our EMAs. There's really nothing here. This needs to give us a pullback. I would say like to 13.15 or 13.25 even. And then we can take that to the downside. Let's take a look at the Great British Pound. Nice bearish move yesterday to the downside. Worked out kind of nice. And now we're sitting on, it bounced off the 200 exponential moving average, and now we're in Asia. And we can see there's really no price action. I just want to see this come back up to probably like that 31.95 area would be a great area. We can take this and sell it to the downside. I do think we're going to get stopped at this 200 exponential moving average. It is holding. The price is holding there. It's not able to really get below that 200. So I would respect that on the trade to the downside. It's a small trade, folks. It's a very small trade, if it works. However, the pound does have a lot of data today, so there is some catalyst in the market for the Great British Pound to move. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie. Aussie dollar not doing anything, folks. It's totally sideways. I'm just waiting for a pullback to the R1 at 0.7637, and we'll get out at the S1 at 0.7600, right? So it's only a 37 pip trade, 35 pip trade. And again, very, very small trade. Not expecting a lot today, and I don't expect this to work, by the way. I don't expect anything to happen with this pair today. Take a look at the Euro Aussie. I left this on. This was yesterday's trade plan, and this actually overshot, right? 618 actually overshot our trade plan from yesterday. Broke through the 200 and just continued to the upside, and then now it's back where it was yesterday at the same time. So I'm looking for a sell trade here, right? I'm looking for a sell trade at 47.95, and then we'll just take it down to 47.60. Again, it's only a 25 pip trade, and it's just we're just going to get in here and see if we can get this to work. I'm not holding any flags up on this one. This is an ugly chart, folks. There's a lot of Forex junk here. All your EMAs are stuck together, intertwined with the daily pivot point. This does not look healthy at all. To be honest with you, it doesn't look like a good trading day to me, folks. There is just no price action. Nothing's going on. We have another week before Labor Day holidays in the United States, and then all the traders should be back to work by Wednesday or Thursday. So it's not looking real good. I have to be honest with you, not looking real good. Let's take a look at the Euro Yen. Again, nothing, just no price action, no movement. This chart just doesn't have anything. And again, look at these pivot points, how close together they are. I'm telling you, there's just no price action. This looks like this wants to head a notch up. So it might come up to that 113.57 area. We'll be able to sell it. I only want to sell it from there. And then the problem is we're coming down to this R1. We got the 55 and the 200 exponential moving average, which I think in the long term can cause us some problems. But, there's no price action here, folks. This is like the really end of summer gloom, in trading. It's just low volume. There's just traders are on vacation. People are on vacation. They're not sitting in front of computers trading. They'll wait for September to do that. Like I said, about a week and a half away, we should be back in the move again. But this is really slow. Like I said, not a day to be trading for myself. Let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar did make a notch down to the downside and actually touched our 200 exponential moving average. Wasn't able to get below it, and now we're stuck. All these EMAs together with the daily pivot, and we need an aggressive pullback here. We need this to come back up to 0.7329, and then we'll get out of this at the S1 pivot at 0.7280. So, this is like a 48 pip trade, and there's no catalyst to move this currency pair. There's nothing that says we want to move this to the upside. So we're just going to have to wait and see, folks. I'd be very cautious today. Just be really careful today in your trading. All right, traders, that wraps up our 6 currency pairs. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilder, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, again, please come visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, always remember to trade smart and not hard. Traders, enjoy your weekend break. Watch out for the U.S. session today as Fed Chairman Yellen speaks at Jackson Hole Symposium today. That is the big data for today. Folks, I cannot believe it. I am actually 3 minutes early today on a Friday, August 26th, 2016. Traders, take care now, and we'll see you in the next Asia session. Bye-bye.